The follow-up is simple. Ask a question, listen to the answer, then follow up. I'm your host, Noah Kozlov. Enjoy.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of The Follow-Up. I'm Eden, and this is my dad, Noah, and every week we sit on my bed and have a different conversation about something I want to talk about. And this week it's a little different, but this week we're talking about what 2022 might be like.
2022. We started this in 2020.
Oh, wow. I almost said like 2020. It's sometimes funny, like, because I'm so used to saying 2021,
right?
But it's like 2020. I paused after that because I'm like, oh, 2022, not 2021 or 2020.
And I bet when you write on your papers at school, you're going to be writing 21 for a while. I used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to stop yourself and say, wait, no, it's not January of 2021. It's 2022.
January 2022.
Right. So we're doing this.
Basically like time traveling back 1 year.
On your paper, you are. So we're doing this a little bit differently. We're doing it on Zoom. I'm in the bedroom. You're in your room. We're still doing as much isolation as we can here. I never had any symptoms, but we did the strict isolation for the 5 days and now wearing a mask in the apartment for another 5. But it wouldn't be best if we sat next to each other and did this. So we're doing it here. Mm-hmm. So do you have any idea what 2022 might be like?
Depends on what
okay,
topic.
School.
Like, school?
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll mostly be just like I think of it sometimes like this for school. It's just a continuation of like basically like your life. It's not like, oh, it's a new year, everything's different. It's just like another day. So right. I think it'll just be like second grade, same, just going on again. But I don't really think anything really is going to change at school. Like right now of where I am.
But what about
like
third grade?
School? Third grade? Well, I'm kind of thinking like depends because like on what the COVID situation is then. Well, we can't predict what that will be then. And then definitely like what school schedules are like after summer and stuff.
Right, we've no idea, and
we have no idea. I can't really predict anything. Right. I can only predict that next year I'm in third grade.
Right,
that's not really a prediction. That's something I know.
That's a guarantee.
That's a guarantee.
What I was thinking about the other day was that you're just, and I know we've talked about it before a little bit on the podcast, that the whole masks in school full-time thing, like as parents, we can say like, oh, it stinks. I wish they could do this or that. But that's just what you know at this point.
Yeah. And I know it's like wearing masks. Sometimes it's like when you're wearing them for so long, it gets like really annoying on your ears. For me, it's just like, I don't care because I'm so used to it because I've been doing it for like 2 years. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's like nothing.
It would be nice to like the mask is one thing.
Not to have them on, but I'm used to it, so I don't really care. But I still would like not to have them on.
Right, and it would be nice to be able to eliminate all the other protocols, like staying far apart or everybody being able to play together at recess, and just have just the more freedom.
What do you mean, everybody being able to play at recess?
Like, don't you have 2 separate classes at recess, and one is on one side, one is on the other side?
That's always been like that.
Oh, really? You never mixed classes at recess?
No.
So like when you would have recess, like when we were kids and have recess, usually it was like a few grades had recess together. Like our whole grade would have recess together for sure.
Oh.
You guys never had that? It was just your class?
It was my class. It's one class and another class.
But separated. Like you can't
separated. Yeah, there's a jungle gym and then there's just like a regular field.
So even in kindergarten, you couldn't do that? No, in kindergarten, you all used to play together pre-COVID.
We did?
Yeah, for sure. I think, I shouldn't say for sure, but I'm fairly certain we did. That was so long ago.
Or maybe we switched, but it was only our class.
I'm not so sure.
We might have switched middle, but I don't know. I don't remember.
How do you? What other COVID prediction or topic, like what the year might look like in 2022, do you want to talk about?
For COVID?
Yeah, prediction? No, not even a prediction, but like when I said, what do you think it might be like? And you said, well, it depends on the topic.
And I said, cool. I forget one. Maybe we can do I don't like what basketball might be like.
The NBA,
so many players are out in protocols and have COVID.
Right. So in college basketball, I've had a few games canceled and games are canceled all over the country. And then NBA. The NBA, right. In the NBA.
How many players is it?
Over 100 now. But my question is, and then we've talked about it a little bit, is how do you judge a team and their success when there are just so many guys out all the time? You don't know who's playing for what team.
You never know. Like, give me a good team and then give me like a worst team this season.
Okay, so I'll give you like the Warriors and the Pistons.
Okay, so the Warriors would definitely beat the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But now, since so many people are out, the Pistons probably could beat the Warriors.
Right. Depending on who's out. Exactly.
Right.
Right. But and then, yeah.
But it's just someone was playing last night, which would be Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
And they won by 15 points.
Oh, the Knicks game?
Yeah, the Knicks game. Knicks won by 15 points.
No. Knicks lost by 15.
No, they lost.
Do you remember who they played?
No, I do not remember.
I think they played the Thunder.
Oh yeah, they played the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Right.
And Oklahoma won by, I think it was 95-80.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Knicks haven't been playing well, but the Knicks should be able at home beat the Thunder.
But they should be able to beat them.
Right, exactly. I agree. But you don't know when you look back at a schedule and you say, oh, this team beat this team, this team beat this team. Think, well, who was out, who wasn't, who was playing, who wasn't playing. I mean, there are guys.
You could say this team should beat this team, but this team won because these players were out. And because of that, and that was a very strange loss.
Right. And it's a very popular way of talking about basketball is saying, well, when healthy. And I always say, well, that's ridiculous to even say at this point because nobody's healthy. So what's the point of even saying when healthy? This doesn't make any sense. Right. Especially
at this point.
Yeah.
But also when players get hurt, they're usually out for a long time period. But I understand why people would say that. But it's if they're talking about a player who gets hurt a lot, when are they really even healthy?
Right. A lot of these guys aren't now.
Yeah.
So basketball games getting some being postponed, canceled. You had said a few weeks ago about you would have limited fans or no fans or making sure the fans wore masks. I think the Raptors now are doing either half capacity or no fans. So the Raptors in Toronto are listening to you. So that's good. How do you deal with during COVID over the past few years? And as you've gotten older now, how do you deal with disappointment for example, you were supposed to go see the Nutcracker with mom and that just gets canceled and other things. So how do you deal with it?
Well, I feel like I know that so many things have been getting canceled by basketball and all those other things like New York City Rockets and stuff. So I'm definitely disappointed, but what I know is that there always will be another chance for me to see it. So that's another thing that I can look forward to seeing it now, but I still am disappointed that I couldn't see it this year. But I know that there will be another opportunity that I will be able to see.
That's a really good way of thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you start to think when you have tickets for something or you're going to do something in your head, are you thinking, you know what? I'm not going to even get myself excited about it until it actually happens because it might actually just be canceled anyway? Or do you still find yourself getting excited about it?
I find myself getting excited about things, but I feel like I get even more excited when it's actually happening.
Well, sure, right. Because there's not only is the event going to happen, it's almost rare now for it not to be canceled.
Yeah, it is rare, especially for where those things where there are a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
like Broadway shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
and where there have been a lot of people before.
True. Well, I'm looking forward to being able to give you real kisses and all that in like 36 hours, probably. Right? Like a day and a half.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. I love you, bud.
Oh, yeah.